Hi, right. So we have two table loaded into Powerquery, right? So one is sales data and the other is store list. So these are basically customer, and then the sales data, right? We have the customer ID. Um, Now customer ID is one, right? And then in the store list, right? We have the one as well, the number one. The store list should be residence mark, right? So residence mark. So uh, how can we get that value right beside here, right? Because the customer ID there, but the customer name is not here. Right? So we have customer ID, but there's no customer name. The one way is that we can use the merge query to achieve that, right? So I'll go through that right now. Today I want to show you another way, right, to achieve this, right? So is that we go to add column, we click on custom column, right? So we're gonna find a way to select a rows in the stories, right, based on the value here. So now we're gonna check in the let, right? Okay, let. Um, okay, let, right, and then we say that table dot select rows. Oh, right. Basically, this is it, right? So make sure that you remove this item here. Now, select rows, right? So we're going to select a rows from the store list, right? So right here, right? Another queries, right? So which is also a table, right? So now, then after that, we can say that each of that in that table itself, right? There is a in the stories, right, there's a no feature, and then we want to say that is it related to this customer ID column, right? Yeah, make it something like that, right? And then we just say that if you find out this is the match, right? And then we're going to include in the return the match, right? So there could be some issue here, right? Let's just take a look at here, right? So this is like that you have it here, right? So each okay, so close that, right? Oh yeah, okay. Let's just go back here and see table dot select rows, right? So it seems like you need to have a square bracket. All right, square bracket, and then let, and then what's the next word? Let, oh, in, yeah. All right, so it's not return, but it's in, right? So now, all right, so let's just click OK, and it will give you an error, right? I think it will give you an error. Yeah. So you can see that the word says that the fields customer ID of record wasn't found, right? Well, why is that so, right? This because that at inside here, the node here, the number, right, is a number here, is actually a column in the store list, right? And then the customer ID also refer to the store list, right? So now, if you take a look here, right, so there is no customer ID, right? The customer ID is in the sales data. So now, how to do that is that we're gonna say that there is another customer ID, right? So, and then we say that customer ID is the one here, and then here we just put it here. So although we have an extra line, right? So it seems like not much change, right? But then it is, right? And then make sure there's a comma, and let's take a look. Will it work? Right? And let's just click here, and well, it works, right? See that? All right, yeah, that's it, right? So now we have what do you call that? That's that a table for that row, right? There's only one row, so we want to extract this first row, right? How to do that, right? Let's go back to the add a custom, right? Let's go here, and what we do is that comma first, right? And then we say that records field, right? So record fields, okay, record fields, okay, it should be record field, right? So let's see here, record dot field, right? And then the match, okay, record dot field, record dot, and then we have the match, and we go to, it is if you want to just get that table, a match is just return, in this case return a table, but you want to extract the first row, right? So the index is 0, and then comma, and you say that I want that record, right? The first record, and on the field called store name, right? And that's it. So this is it right now. Once you have this, right, you should return a value, right? And then we just call it, maybe just call it store name, right? And then match it, and we just put it here. So let's see if that works. All right, let's see, right? See, it will get you that one value. So this is another way of returning this here, right? So this is a shorter form, right? So we have another a longer form, right? This will check the value whether it's a null, right? So store name and yeah. So yeah, that's it, right? So this is let customer and hope that you find this useful, right? So you can have a more complex one, right? You want to check whether if that the match if the table here is empty, then if it's returned to null, right? So if there's some customer else, right, then you can use this here. So there's a if, there's a then, there's an else, right? Then you have this here. So we can add this here also, right? So we just say if we want to check that. So to check whether the table is out, right? So we can say it's empty. Let's see, table dot is empty, right? So this is here, right? And then we can check, right? Oh, table is empty, right? And what do we check? We check this. Then equal to now. Well, else, right? Then would be else would be that. Well, of course, right? It will give you the first match, right? Else would be this here. Yep. So I think that's about it, right? So let's see here. The first match. If then now else would be this. Oh yeah. So slightly different, right? So we can see that here is that else will be this. So this will be here. Yeah, so then you return this one here. All right, let's just see. So else, okay, so this like record if table dot is equal mouse else. Is there anything else? If then there's a then here. Then now, if then equal to is empty, then now. Okay. Else will be here, right? That's it. Okay. And that works as well, right? So it will have extra checking, right? So that if there is no such ID, right, then it will give you a null value. Right. So in this video, right, we show you how to use that. Start with the table dot select. It select a rows. Select a rows, right, in the store list, right? And how, right? Because that there is a condition, right? Is that the table inside the store list, the number, right, should be matching with customer ID. The customer ID is from the current query, right? Sales data, right? So it is yeah, and yeah, basically is this customer ID, right? Is not in the store list, but it's in the sales data call table, right? Which is here, right here, customer ID. It has to be case sensitive. All right. So once you store that, then you can select the rows, right? And the match, right, will do a checking, right? If it's not returning an empty, right? So that means there's something, right? Then you say that I want that first row, right? So the first row has 0 index, and then which field you want to get, right, is a store name, right? So because that this table dot select rows, right, will return a single column, single row, right, from this list here. Right? So example would be this, just one row like this, right? So just this one row. Then you want that value from the store name. So that's where you use the record field. All right, and thank you for watching.